Hey you guys, it's Paranormal with Yuri. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've posted and, I've been absent these past few days from posting any YouTube videos. And before we get into this video, I would just quickly like to tell you guys a little bit about that, and then we can, jump right ahead into the video. So, it's summer, you guys, and most of us are probably, spending quality time with our family, doing things for the summer, just hanging out, having fun, fun quality time with our family. And that's just what I've been doing these past few days. I've just been relaxing, chilling, having fun for the summer. And I even went to the beach last week with my mom and some of my family, which is one of the reasons why I didn't post a few YouTube videos a couple days ago, and I'm really sorry that I've been absent and that I haven't been posting as recently as I told you guys I would. I know that I said I would be posting every single day, and that was the schedule, and I haven't really, live up to that expectation. But from now on, I promise I will start posting again every single day, just like I told you guys I would with my schedule. And yeah, it's just I've been on a little bit of a vacation, so that's why I haven't been posting. But anyways, you guys, now that we have that all cleared up, let's talk about what today's video is going to be. Now, I told you guys in quite a few of my other videos that I would make a YouTube video specifically about me, talking about my paranormal story times and encounters that I've had growing up. Because I did tell you guys, I don't remember if I told you or not, but I told you guys that when I was young, I lived in a big house in Guyana, and it was haunted, so I had a lot of scary paranormal stuff happen to me. And so I have quite a few stories like that to share here on this channel, and I thought for this video it would be perfect to tell you guys all about my paranormal encounters and scary stuff that happened to me when I was a kid growing up, since in my last video I shared about what happened to my best friend when she was younger and her older sister. So yeah, you guys, let's just jump right into the video. So this is when I was really young. I don't really remember my age, but I was living in a big house, and I remember my mom telling me it's haunted, and we all already knew it was haunted because of the fact that, scary paranormal stuff not only happened to me in that house, it happened to my other family members too, even when they were younger and when I wasn't even there yet. But yeah, we've lived in that house for quite some time, and of course we don't live in the house anymore. It's rented to somebody else. But while we were living there, when I was younger and when my family members were younger as well, a lot of scary stuff happened to us. And I specifically remember a time that me and my mother, we were downstairs making chocolate milk. Well, my mom was making chocolate milk because, my mom loved a good chocolate milk before she went to sleep. So that's what she went to do, She went to go make her chocolate milk as usual. And I went down to follow her because naturally, if you don't know this, I'm sure most of you watching this video, probably do not know this, but you know how in some countries there aren't like trains and like stuff that has to do with electronics, like electricity, basically. I said electronic, but I meant electricity. So, we would have quite a lot of power outages and blackouts in Guyana. It's a normal thing that happened because we didn't have like stuff like trains and stuff running, we would only have like buses and things like that. And it's pretty much a country, an island country. So, we had lots of blackouts and power outages because of that. And so at the time, there was a power outage. So it was very dark in our house. So just keep in mind that it's a big house, it's really dark because of the power outages. And most of the time when we would have power outages and blackouts, we would usually light the candles so it wouldn't be so dark, because it was really dark in our, house. It was really big and everything. And so it was really dark, and she and I went down to, go get chocolate milk. I followed her because it was really dark and she didn't want to go alone, and it's quite funny to think about. But yeah, she didn't want to go alone, so, we went together, and we were in the kitchen, and the living room was right there next to the kitchen. It was really close, you guys, and I just remember her making the chocolate milk. And then I don't know if you guys know, but do you guys know that that chair that squeaks whenever somebody sits on it, like the chair that makes noise whenever someone sits on it. Yeah, so we had those in the living room, those big cushiony chairs, and they were like red and fat. And you know, whenever someone sat on them, they like made a squeezing noise, or like a sound, a squishy sound, some kind of sound. Like when you sit on it, you would hear the sound. And so basically, you know, when she was making the chocolate milk and I was there with her in the kitchen, I heard those noises. I specifically heard, you know, somebody sit down on the chair in the living room, which wasn't too far from the kitchen. I specifically heard the noise. So I was a little bit scared, but I told my mom I was going to go check to see who came down, because maybe I thought one of my family members would have like came downstairs and sat on the chair. But I thought it would be really weird that they would, since it was super dark downstairs, and you know, why would anybody go and sit in a dark space unless they really do like the dark, in which I don't know anybody who would. But yeah, I thought it was strange, so I went to check to see, you know, if someone had came down and, you know, sat in that chair. And immediately when I went there, I did not see anyone at all. And I don't know, I mean, it was just like really scary. And to think about it, you know, at that point, I was really scared. And honestly, I don't know what it was, but obviously in my, you know, little mind, I thought, oh, it's something scary. I should run upstairs. So, you know, I just ended up leaving my mom alone downstairs to make the chocolate milk. And I ran upstairs because I was really scared, you know. I don't know what it was, but obviously it wasn't a human being. It was something else, because I mean, the noises, you know, they're only noises when somebody sits in the chair. But when I went, there was nobody there. So, I mean, who could have sat in the chair? I mean, it obviously, you know, can't be an invisible person. What I thought it was a ghost. And it could have been something of that paranormal sort, because, you know, only will you hear those squeaking noises when somebody sits on the chair, and there was nobody there. So my only thoughts as to what that was a paranormal encounter. And honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised, because that house was definitely haunted and a lot of scary things happened to us, you know. And I want to also share another story time with you guys about what happened with my mom and my aunt. So anyways, my mom and my aunt, you know, they're twins, but that has nothing to do with the story. Obviously, I just wanted to share that with you guys. But, you know, they were downstairs with my father. I'm pretty sure they were, like, watching a movie. I don't know what they were doing, but my house has 3 stories, so it's, like, you know, a lot of stairs. And so anyway, they were like all the way downstairs. I remember probably watching a movie or doing whatever they were doing. And my mom specifically shared this story with me, and I'll share this with you guys as well. So this is from the perspective of my mom or my aunt. So they were all downstairs watching a movie or doing whatever they were doing, and they heard noises coming from upstairs, where me and Rico's my brother, you guys, just some info on that, but where me and him, you know, where we slept, you know, and it was really late, so I believe we were supposed to be in our bed, but yeah, so my mom and I guess my aunt, or just my mom, came up to check to see what was going on, because they thought that we were already in our bed. So as my mom went upstairs, she saw me and my brother sleeping. We were sound asleep. There was no sign of us awake, but exactly 1 minute ago, when she was downstairs with the others, she heard noise coming from upstairs. Noise of us laughing and playing as if we were awake, you know, having fun. But no, we weren't. We were asleep the very whole time, and when my mom came up to check, she saw just that. She probably tried waking us up or seeing if we were awake or just pranking her. I don't know, but she clearly said that she heard the noise of like children playing, basically, and she thought it was us, so that's why she came up to check. But we were already in our bed and sound asleep, so it could not have been us. So we think, or more specifically, I think my mom thought that, you know, it was another paranormal encounter. Now, this is, like, not the only children paranormal encounter, like, thing that happened, because pretty much, like, our house is a little bit dusty, and we would see footprints of, like, small, tiny footprints of, like, someone's foot, when you go up the stairs. And, you know, it couldn't have been any one of us. I mean, we were already, you know, a little bit older, and it was not any of our foot sizes. Of course, we didn't, you know, compare the foot sizes, but we would obviously know if it was one of our foot sizes. But that would be really weird, right, you guys? Like, you know, we would see like a lot of like footprints and things like that. And I don't know, you guys, it's a little creepy. And I want to share with you guys as well another story time that happened to me specifically. And just like, I remember telling everybody this story, and I even told my best friend this story. But when I was asleep, you know, I woke up for a little bit, and I remember turning into the corner of my eye. I see a woman, a chubby looking woman in like a white dress, I think, and she had curly hair, and it was up to here, I remember. And like, I didn't see her face specifically, but you know, she was the description and the image of my dead grandmother. So obviously, you know, I thought I saw my dead grandmother. I don't know if it's her, but you know, I think it's her because it looked just like her. And you know, I saw her behind the blind, and it was really dark, and I didn't know who it was, but I really do think it's my dead grandmother. So I mean, and then when I turned back, she was not there. She disappeared. You guys, I'm back. But yeah, I really don't know of who that could have been. I mean, the description, you know, of how she looked was just like my grandmother, but I don't know who it could have been, because honestly, it could have been anyone. I mean, it probably wasn't even my grandmother, but I thought it looked just like her. And over the years, I've seen quite a few pictures of her, and it looked exactly like what my grandmother would look like when she was alive. So I don't know. But yeah, those are all of the scary paranormal story times that I've encountered that I remember right now. But if I remember some other paranormal encounters that I had as a kid, I will make a video about it, a part 2, and you know, hopefully tell you guys a lot about that. Anyways, guys, I think it's time to wrap up the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.